Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to check out not my new John Deere 3035D, but the one thing about this tractor that I neglected when I bought it and how we're going to solve that problem. So let's take a look. All right, so long story short, this is a great machine, but I picked up a couple of implements with it, including a couple of 3-point implements like this Frontier 5-foot brush hog. And candidly, getting it on and off the 3-point hitch is a freaking nightmare. So I didn't get a quick hitch. So what did I do? I bought a Speeco quick hitch, and we're gonna take a look at that and see how much easier it makes this. All right, so here's the box this thing arrives in. It weighs about 70 pounds. Why did I buy this instead of the Deere? Honestly, if I went back to my Deere dealer, I think I could have got the Deere iMatch at the same price. What's the difference? You're gonna see when we open this up. This thing is red. That's green. They're both really heavy duty. This was 300 bucks shipped to me, which is a really, really good deal. The difference is that this doesn't need bushings if you've got category 1 implements. And I like the idea of that. I have no idea if it's gonna work or not. But with the iMatch, you gotta buy bushings for every implement you have. So, long story short, for the ease of pushing a button online and having this thing delivered, the fact that I don't need bushings for everything, and hopefully the fact that it makes putting these things on and off that much easier, I decided to give it a shot. Let's take a look inside the box. All right guys, out of the box, this is what you're looking at. It looks to be pretty well made. Is it 70 pounds? Maybe? I'm not sure I can curl 70 that quite that easily, but it feels heavy duty. You get that, and you get an envelope full of stuff. And in the envelope, you get a magnet and a stay away from my tractor sticker, key fob, always handy, a savings card. Thanks, guys at Good Works. Outback wrap. Looks like these are to wrap around your hydraulic hoses. Cool, they threw that in. But here we go. This is what this is all about. So we're going to put this on the tractor. It looks to be pretty straightforward. It's got a set of pins to attach the bottom. Obviously, your center link attaches on the top. This hook is adjustable, bolted in. So before I do anything, I'm going to bring it over and line it up with my brush hog. Make sure everything is in the right spot before we even attempt to put it on the tractor and hook it up. So let's do that quick. All right, guys. So to me, this feels like common sense, but I'm new to a tractor this big, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So I figure, before I try to match everything up while it's on the tractor, let's just lift it up and see if things line up. This is right out of the box. And it looks to me like it does, so I'm gonna put it on the machine. All right guys, so putting this thing on should just be a matter of picking it up, putting it over the draft arms, putting in those pins and hooking up the top link. So let's see. Okay, so gotta make sure that the bushings are aligned the right way. Not the easiest thing to do by yourself, but not impossible. All right. not sure anything gets much easier than that. All right, so if I'm lucky, I'm ready to go here. This thing is connected. I'm just gonna back up, line it up with the top pin and lift and see if it drops in. Now, candidly, when I put this on for the first time with my son without this, it took 45 minutes. So let's see what happens. All right, so I stopped because I don't think it's all the way in there. Let's take a look. All right, so for a first attempt, not bad, but you can see we're not seated all the way here. And this is not all the way in the bottom either. And when I look at it, I'm hung up on the hook. All right, so I just moved that out a bit, and now it looks like this should just drop right into place. However, I got to lift up a little bit to do that. On a D series tractor, all three of the shifters have to be in neutral. I got to get used to that. All right, still not right. Got to figure out why. All right, so looking at this thing, that bottom pin is all the way in. This one has about an inch gap. I'm not on level ground. So, and the top pin is not all the way in the bottom, but it doesn't need to be because the draft arms are carrying the weight. Okay, so lifting it all the way up didn't do anything. So what does that tell me? It tells me that this draft arm is lower than that draft arm. By about an inch, doesn't surprise me, so I'm going to try to adjust that, and we'll see what happens. Okay, all right, so I changed the length on that one draft arm by eye a little bit. I'm going to have to just get lined up with the implement and try it again, so let's give it a shot. I think that might have got it. All right, so I still need to level out this piece of equipment. But other than that, once you have it set up right, it's 30 seconds to put something in. You can't beat that. So if you're new to these machines or you're new to 3-point implements, you don't have a quick hitch, you don't have to buy this one, but take a look and buy something because there's no comparison. It's gonna make your time on the machine that much more effective. I'm gonna go put on a short sleeve shirt and mow my pasture. That being said, guys, thanks for watching. If you like my content, subscribe. Leave me a comment if I'm being a knucklehead, because like I said, I'm new to a machine this big. And no, this is not a big tractor, but it's a big tractor to me. Thanks for watching.